All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing another beer from the Spencer Brewery, and they're out of Spencer, Massachusetts, and this is their Monk's Reserve Ale. So they're calling this one a Trappist Quadrupel, which is essentially a Belgian-style quadruple. It comes in at 10.2% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. Don't know exactly how old this bottle is, but it does have a best by date of February 17th of 2025, and we're about 2.5 years away from that date, so we should be fine. And a beer like this can hold up for many, many years if it's properly handled. Anyway, this is the fourth beer I'm reviewing from Spencer on the channel within the last year, and the third within the past couple of weeks, and that's because the brewery has shut its doors. The St. Joseph's Abbey decided to close the brewery's doors after 8 years of operation back in, I believe it was May. So I am trying to review as many beers from them that are left on the shelves. I picked up 3. This is the last of the 3 that I recently grabbed, but I did see a couple others. They had a peach saison and a winter ale and one other that a local shop had that I'll try to get my hands on them over the next month or two and review them, because once they're gone, they're gone. Anyway, Belgian Quad. If you ask me what my favorite Belgian style is, or styles, plural, it would be Belgian Quad and Belgian Strong Dark Ales. They're my favorite. The high ABV, darker Belgian beers just do it for me, so I have high expectations for this one. I really like their Trappist Ale, which was a Belgian Patters beer, like a kind of like a table beer. Really damn good. Their Winter Warmer that I reviewed last December was just throwing the cap everywhere, was really good as well. And then recently I reviewed their Trappist Imperial Stout, which was kind of their take on a Russian Imperial Stout. It was good, but not my favorite from them. So let's get into this one, see what we got going on here. So yeah, that's looking beautiful. Not gonna pour it all in case there's any sediment at the bottom. We'll leave the goodies and throw it in at the end, hopefully, if I remember. I also read a little spiel here on the back at the end if I remember. A lot of times I don't because I'm old. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, that has that beautiful ruby red color on. Camera's probably gonna, I don't know if it'll look pitch black or like a really deep dark red or maybe even brown, but in person it's like a deeper like red color up here, and then down here like ruby red. Had a just around a finger that is not displayed, a little bit of a straight up tan colored head. Looked a little bit creamy, some alcohol legs on there. It is 10.2%. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Has nice, murkiness, kind of expect from the style. Nice. So I'm getting like almost like wine-esque kind of feeling to it, like red grapes. Darker like stone fruits too. There's raisins too. Raisins, dates, figs, plums, the whole nine. I mean, that's pretty much what's here. Yeah, dark fruit bomb. Then on top of that, there's like a molasses and a little bit of like a caramel toffee, but more to the molasses side of things. The Belgian yeast kicking out some spiciness. Yeah, there's like a phenolic clove, coriander type of thing going on. Has almost like a fig jam type of kind of nose to it. A little bit of like a sweet chocolate too, like a dark chocolate. Belgian candy sugar as well. Like it has the, I feel like, and this sounds weird, but like, if you drink a big sweet beer and you get the sticky lips, that's what I'm perceiving the smell is. Like as soon as I take a sip of this, I'm gonna get the sticky lips because it's gonna be sweeter and have like the sticky kind of fruitiness to it. Almost honey-esque, like a dark honey. So like a nondescript earthiness too that I'm picking up on. Maybe a touch of vanilla. Man, this is very complex. Now, they say to drink it at 50, and my glass is probably around 55, my bottle. In the glass, it's probably even a little bit warmer now. Man, this might be the best smelling beer from them. This smells fucking dynamite. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Really, really nice. Nose was better, hands down. But the taste is pretty fucking good. I think, so a lot of times when I'm doing German Doppelbocks and I'm reviewing those, I talk about like Raisinets or whatever the equivalent of is, Raisinets are chocolate covered raisins. Whatever the equivalent of a caramel covered raisin or a toffee like covered raisin, that's kind of what I get in Doppelbocks. I'm getting that a little bit here, but instead of like a caramel or a chocolate covered raisin, almost like a fig or a date. They'll make a caramel drizzle on top of it. Anyway, body at 10.2. Higher side of medium, a little bit thin. I think the body's a bit thin for something that's over 10% in my opinion. I was hoping a little bit more of a fuller body. The mouthfeel has a nice smoothness to it. It's moderately carbonated, kind of what you expect from the style. Taste though, right at the forefront, grapes, red grapes, all the dark fruits. You could pretty much say any dark fruit that these beers are known for. Raisins, figs, dates, plums, cherries, and you could pick it out. I'm getting more red grapes, almost like a tannic red grape skin, then a little bit of that fig and date. Caramel kind of drizzled over top. Not really toffee, more caramel. A little bit of a sweet dark chocolate. Molasses is there, that Belgian candy sugar kind of feel to it. I'm not getting an overwhelming, like sticky lip kind of feeling to it though, so it's not crazy sweet or anything. As it passes through, the earthiness kind of hits from, I'd imagine, the hops. And then there's that phenolic yeast kind of clove, coriander, maybe like a white pepper. It has a spiciness to it, but it's not like overly done. It's just noticeable. Finish is semi-dry, very mild bitterness, more dry than bitter. This isn't too sweet to begin with, at least in my opinion. So it's a pretty good balance overall. 10.2%. I'll just be 100% honest with you. I do not feel this in the chest. I thought I'd get a big warming. Not really there. Slightly astringent maybe on the finish, like astringent kind of like alcohol booze. But not overly dumb. I can tell this is like 8 or 9%. 10.2, I wouldn't say that. Really nicely done. As I continue to sip on it, I feel like the nose kind of set me up for disappointment. And that happens sometimes when you're reviewing beers and the aroma is just like immaculate. It has such an aromatic kind of feel with the beer that you're like, wow, this smells amazing. Then you taste it, you're like, man, the nose is better. It's kind of disappointing. Kind of like when you smell food and then you eat the food and you're like, man, it smelled really good. I'll give you a perfect example, coffee. A lot of people love the aroma of coffee. I know multiple individuals, friends of mine, who say, I love the smell of coffee. Like in the morning, if their significant other is brewing it, or they walk into like a coffee shop and they smell it, they love it. They don't like the taste of it though. There's a lot of people like that. So I feel like this beer, where like the aroma was fantastic and very complex, the taste isn't nearly as complex and is nearly as robust. It's really good, but it's not amazing. But for, an American Trappist brewery, unfortunately, the only American Trappist brewery that is no longer with us now, the thing is that I was hoping a little bit better out of their quad. I think still to date, I think their Winter Warmer is my favorite of the 4 I've had. And I think that Trappist ale, the PaTroll beer, I think that's my second favorite. I think this is third. This is definitely in front of the stout, but not by a significant margin. I think that one a little bit better body, a little bit more complexity and kind of robust feeling in the taste. I just think it's kind of just not as intense as I'm hoping. When something's 10.2%, I want the flavors to kind of punch me in the mouth. Not really getting that here, but that said, it's still a really fucking nice beer. Let me pour in the rest of the goodies and then we'll rate it. Yeah, so a little bit of goodies poured in there that I could see, like in terms of like hazing it up and making it a little bit more, a little bit more cloudy. Let's get it. Oh, so the nose is just still spectacular. Like, man, I fucking love the smell of this. Fucking dynamite. Also, pouring in that sediment at the bottom, just kind of bumped up the yeast kind of feel to it. Like there's more of that pronounced like clove, coriander, white pepper thing. Not a bad thing. It's just, let's read the back and then I'll score it. It says, fragrant, robust, and full body. This classic Trappist Quadrupel is mahogany in color, so that's a better way to describe it than I said ruby red. Yeah, mahogany, like a deeper mahogany, and crowned with a dense tan frothy head. Yeah, its malt forward flavor profile yields to a warm finish. Well, that's very generic, but yeah, I mean, this is a very malt forward beer. If you don't like malty beers, then this is not for you, but the Belgian quad style wouldn't be for you. Anyway, rating on this one, Monk's Reserve Ale from Spencer. Honestly, the best I can do, and I think I'm stretching a little bit, but I think it's fair. I'm going to give this a high 4 out of 5. We'll go 4.1. I think I gave the Trappist Imperial Stout from them a 3.95, so I think this is better than that, but not by a substantial margin. And I gave the PaTroll beer and the Winter Warmer a 4.25. I think I gave the Winter Warmer a 4.3, the PaTroll beer a 4.25, and so this is a 4.1. So all still really damn solid beers. This I would have thought would have been my favorite from them. and it's not, but it happens. Anyway, I'm glad I was able to try it before there are no more on the shelves. Price and availability, I think a bottle of this was around $5 that I paid locally. And then on their website, I think this is like $5.50, $6. You can still order the stuff from, it's like Belgian-style ales.com or something like that. If you go to the Spencer Brewery website and you click order online, it takes you right to the website where you can buy their stuff. This was still on there. So I guess $5 is a little bit cheaper than they want right from that website. The availability, I have no idea with Spencer in terms of where they distribute. All I know is that the brewery is now closed. So if you see any of their stuff on the shelves locally to you, or you want to try out their stuff, go to the Spencer Brewery website. You can click on the order online. I think they have maybe 9 different beers on the website still. Yeah, I'm going to pick up some more. Like I said, I know they have that peach saison and the winter ale from last year. So I'll probably grab those, and I'll probably drink the winter ale this year. Why not? Because they're not making another one. And then the peach saison maybe before the end of summer. But I appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. If you've had this one before or anything from Spencer, post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Till the next one. Cheers.